All right. We do say that you plant a seed, nurture a business, and educate a mind. That's the power of growth. Anyway, I'm Obola Kenyan, is the host of G for Growth, the Obola TV show. We explore the intersection between business, agriculture, and education. Today being a Monday, we are here with a visitor. We're going to talk about issues affecting the Form 4 leavers in our country today. So, twende nalo. Brother,
Yes.
good. Is it evening or morning?
It is good morning.
Yeah. Also, straight to the point. Maybe if you start with a brief introduction.
Okay, I'm called Polycarp Ouma, but aka Dr. Love Kingster.
You're Dr. Love. Anyway, Polycarp.
Okay.
We all know that recently there are some Form 4 leavers who have just finished their 8-4 system. 8-4 system.
8-4 system.
Yeah,
Okay.
they are about to begin their last 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. So most cases you find that sai wengi wao wako hapo na idol too. So what do you think are some of the challenges that you face our Form 4 leavers, and how can you address them?
Okay, the Form 4 leavers, the current Form 4 leavers, the 2024 students, they will be facing a lot of problems. One of the problems that they are facing currently are the problem or about the placement, how to get the course that they are supposed to go for, and also what universities are best for them. And when such students are planning to join campus, you see if they don't have a clear plan or a clear advice on which courses to choose and what universities to go to, they'll be having problems. The next problem that they will be having, you see, the fingers are not always the same, and these students, some come from very poor backgrounds, so you see challenges of finance sometimes will deter them. You see, somebody might be very bright and now wants to join a university to pursue medicine and surgery, for example, and you see the fees of medicine and surgery cannot be compared with other courses. So you think that maybe the parents will not be at the position of paying the household fee that will be needed for them to join campus. So such challenges of financial challenges, lack of clear information on courses, productive courses, and also clear information of what universities to join are some of the challenges that they will be facing before they join campus.
Okay, that one being said, so how do you think the government and other stakeholders can do in order to, or what do you think they can do in order to support these Form 4 leavers?
Okay, government at large can do much better for them, for these students to do something that is actually good for them. For example, in problem that they will be facing, like choosing the courses and what university to go, government can decide to actually fund some of the talks with some professions. You see, government can conduct talks with the professions and then give information in prior for these students to come in such places so that they can get clear information about the courses and what requirements are needed for them to pursue different courses. And again, the government, through such talks that funded by the government, the students will get to have get to know how about the courses that they're supposed to pursue, which universities are which courses being pursued, because not all universities will be offering all courses. Some universities do not offer some courses, some offer specific courses. So through such talks, the government will help them. The second thing, the government again can actually offer bursaries to these students that are at low level, and again some scholarship for such students, so that these students can pursue courses based on what their brain can offer, not based on the pocket of their parents or guardians.
Okay. So speaking of courses, umejua kuna mtu ambaye anasema kwa akiwa form 4 alikuwa anasema kwa mimi nitaka kufanya medicine, mimi nitaka kufanya engineering, mimi nitaka kufanya agricultural extension. So what do you think are some of the mistakes that students do make when choosing courses?
Students do lots of mistakes. Some of the mistakes they do, they choose courses based on what their parents want them to do. And you see, if a student choose a course based on what your parent force you to do, it's like you're doing that course for your parent. Having said that, a student should be choosing a course that he or she knows very well that that is what he or she wants, and then you go for it. You set your mind that this is what I want to do. The parent just there to give you advice on what to do, and give you advice on what he or she has find out about the course that you're going to perform. And you see, some of these students also they are selecting courses without looking at the cutoff points of these courses. I mean the cluster points.
Oh, cluster points.
Yeah, before you select a course, make sure you have someone somewhere, a professional who has a know-how of the course you're going to do and in what universities, and based on comparison, based on the previous years, you look at the cutoff points of different courses in different years, because they always change they always change yearly. So you compare those cluster points, and you say if it is a course that needs around 40, a cluster point of around 42 point something, and you have around 41 or 43, you see the range is not too large. If there is any changes in your year, then you can have an opportunity for you to go and pursue that course. So before you choose a course, make sure you look at the cluster points of those courses, and those cluster points you should also know how to calculate them. Find a professional for him or her to help in calculating the cluster points. And again, some of the mistakes again the students make, you see, they listen a lot based on, they follow what their peers do. So for example, you get that in your community there's this one person who went to the university and pursue the same course you want, but he had bad luck and never succeeded with the course. So you will be saying that I want to do this course, yes, but so and so is here back in the village and want to do the same course, but the course has never made him to go where he or she wanted to go. That should be away from your mind. If you know very well you want to do a course, please make up your mind, then run and go for that course. Then I think you'll just pursue things. Some of the things you just let luck and destiny to rule over them. Just do your part. Don't do it based on what people
You reminded me of something.
Yes.
You get that most people, for example, unapata mtu anasema kuwa yule amefanya engineering amerudi nyumbani saizi analima na sisi hapa nyumbani. So to our graduates, ukishamaliza course yako usirudi nyumbani, utadiscourage wale watu kwa sababu they will like that person went to university, now he's here working with us.
Working with us and he has no job.
Yeah.
But let's not look at the negative part. Let's look at the positive part of it. And let's look how many engineers are outside here and how many engineers are successful outside here.
Okay.
How many teachers are outside here and how many teachers are successful outside here. Don't look at how many teachers are here and how many teachers are not employed. Oh, there are so many nurses outside here who have not been employed. Then what if you are one of those nurses who will be lucky enough to be employed?
So in this case,
yes,
let's say for example there's a student outside there who wants that, let's say he or she wants to join University of Nairobi,
yes,
Kenyatta University, or even Maseno, but he or she may not get that opportunity, or maybe he or she wants to do a certain course.
Yes.
And he or she doesn't qualify. So what advice can you give to that person?
Okay, like I said before, you see, different universities will be having different cutoff points for these courses. And you can apply, for example, statistics at UON, University of Nairobi. And maybe the cluster points of Nairobi is much higher than the cluster points maybe in Maseno University. What you should do, don't be just engulfed in one university. Do your research well, look at those universities, and then look at the cluster points. And not until you're not qualified for all those universities, that is when you should jump and then look at another alternative. Another alternative for those students who are not qualified for those courses, we have these private universities. You can actually, if you know very well that you're from a well-to-do family, and or you're from a middle-class family who can actually afford your fees, you can actually enroll to a private university. In these private universities, if you have the qualifications, they will enroll you. But you'll not be getting this scholarship and loans from the government, but you'll be able to pursue those courses. We have these students also who will be discouraged because of their grades. You get somebody amepata a grade of let's say C plus and above, that person is qualified to go to the university. But somebody who is C plain and below, he will be discouraged that I cannot go to a university. What you should do in this case, there are alternatives. Impossible is nonsense and everything is possible. So what you should do, you are still capable. And to those parents who are listening to me outside there, you should know that even if your child has a grade of let's say C, D, let that boy or girl outside there not be under your pressure and bullying him or her with the abuses, calling them all sorts of names because of them not achieving a grade of university. University is not everything. We have TVET institutions outside there. They can join those TVET institutions outside there. We have vocational centers, and again in those sectors, these students can be able to pursue very good courses. Let's say, for example, artisan courses. They are very short-term courses, but they earn a lot. When the student has the skill is needed outside here, not those papers. Okay, in outside world nowadays, they will need papers, yes, but also you must have skills. But you get in most cases, this is not a discouragement to the university student here, but it's an encouragement to these people who are low here. Know very well that skills in these artisan courses is much, because you get, for example, someone in university will be pursuing his or her course for a maximum of 4 years. And you see these artisan courses, you see it's being done in terms of months or maybe 1 year or
6
so.
months, 1
So
year,
you get, if this student who is in university, by the time he will be completing his 4 years, this person is in the ground already. He has done 1, 2, 3. He has much experience more than this person where at the university.
I heard somewhere someone saying
Yes.
that this person who is doing arts and courses will start working, and this person who is in the university will apply for an attachment at that person's place.
That is very true. We can give them a very good example. Let's look at these people who are doing actually welding. For example, you see welding, there's no, I don't know if there's a course in university applied for welding. And you see, somebody can go in these institutions just to go and maybe TVET institutions to go just to and do his welding course. These are some of the artisan courses. After doing the welding part, he comes back in the ground, gets somebody to employ him there. He gets skills when this person at the university is still studying. By the time this person completes, you can get that this person who went to the TVET has already established his or her own empire. And then when this person accomplishes this 4 years term, he comes back to the ground, no employment, no job opportunities. He will go back there just to find means of living. And you see, who will be employing him? That person who got below C+. And himself, he got C+ and above, but now being employed by these people. So parents, don't discourage your children outside there, because they are capable, and we don't know where luck can also favor them.
Okay, so guys, I hope you are enjoying the show. So let's go for a brief short break, and we'll be back.
Welcome to the home of Must Watch Television. Obwola TV Show presents your weekly lineup. Start your week with purpose. That's G for growth every Monday.
Obina. Actually, Obina is my role model. Obina is a role model. Like
midweek, we hit the pavement. Catch the aesthetic street adventure every Wednesday.
So tuseme tu umepewa hiyo opportunity ya kuwa president kwa Kenya, sasa ni nini unaweza fanya?
Opportunity gani?
Si opportunity.
And when it is time to unwind, we've got your weekend pin dropping every weekend.
Dema anakuta kazi bro. Alafu anapeleka kwa mapua. Sasa nikuulize. Wewe demo.
Stay tuned, stay inspired, only on the Obwola TV Show.
All right, all right, all right. Welcome back, welcome back. Just a reminder, this is a G for Growth, and today we are speaking about some of the challenges affecting those from four leaders. So back to our topic, Polycarp.
Yes.
So at this level or at this point, you get that most of the Form 4 leavers are just idling there. So what advice can you give them or what can you tell them to do at this moment? Some of the valuable things they can do to gain experience or skills.
Okay, there are a number of things that these from four levers can do for them to make their mind busy. Like we are always told that an idle mind is the devil's workshop.
Yeah.
If you just sit idle outside there and you do nothing, I promise you that you'll find yourself doing things that you'll regret doing, and maybe find yourself committing some of the crimes that are committed that are not supposed to be committed in our country. Some of the things that you should do, first of all, make sure that your mind is actually stable. How are you going to make it stable? Involve yourself in exercises. You can do one or two things so that your mind and brain can refresh. Don't just make it be dull there. Jumpstart your brain. The next thing you can do, you can actually volunteer yourself and go and do some of the things that are helpful to the community. For example, cleaning up exercises, if they are at all in your communities, just stand up and go and do such jobs. Don't sit idle and wait that you must be paid. That's when you do something. The next thing you should do, do thorough research about your course. Don't sit idle there and wait for someone to do it for you. You see, the more you are eager to know something, that's the more you will know it. So what you should do thorough research, maybe online or using professionals or even your parents and guardian. I know most parents nowadays are learned. Make sure you ask them questions so that you know what is awaiting you up there in the university or colleges that you are going to join come September. And another thing that you should do as a student, make sure you don't stress yourself. If you are told you have stress that is affecting you, make sure you have a parent or guardian who is a confidant to you. Or if you at all don't have a parent or a guardian who is a confidant to you, you have siblings. Make sure you be close to them so that stress may not eat you up when you are there at home. Another thing, you can also, if you're from a low family, don't wait your parents to pay for you everything. You can involve yourself in doing these other jobs. Maybe find yourself a job, even if for ladies it is just laundry or housekeeping jobs. Those jobs that people seem to undermine them. Make sure you look at them so that you can actually help your parents in getting money, for example, for budgeting, buying some of the items like laptops, phones, so that you cannot make your parents be to have a lot of problems when your admission time comes. I think those are some of the things that they can do.
So it's good you've talked about mental health.
Yes.
Yeah, so at this level, most of the students have some stress or anxiety, which at some point may affect them, right?
Yes.
And it's good you've given out some good points and good advice. So are there other resources that they can use to manage their stress and anxiety?
There are some platforms that they can use, maybe online or just physically. For example, there are these community mental health awareness that are always done in different communities, and sometimes funded by the county government or the MPs or maybe the MCS. Make sure during such activities or such awareness, you avail yourself so that you can go and get some of the education for yourself. Secondly, there are these online platforms that you can use for you to get some of the mental health awareness. Just use your phone, use Google, and you can also find and ask Google anything. You see, Google has answers for everything except nothing. So make sure you have your phone or maybe your guardian's phone, and make sure you find constructive information about mental health awareness. Apart from that, I think we can also use hotline platforms. It's also an online platform. Just use them again for mental health awareness. but mostly for those people who cannot get their phones or don't have smartphones or maybe don't have computers or laptops, make sure you attend this community mental health awareness. And again, good advisors for mental health are always our parents. Make sure you get in touch to your parent or guardian so that they may help you in such cases. And again, for the peers, we have these groups and communities that we have actually made for ourselves. Make sure in such communities you find out a way of nurturing your peers, not just involving them in crime things that they will actually commit and then make them be part of those that are found in the crime scene.
Okay, that one being said, so what are the emerging career path in Kenya that students should consider?
Okay, not just Kenya alone, but you see, if you talk about things that are emerging, things that are emerging globally, let's look at things of concern. For example, health, data, and maybe agriculture. Let's start with agri-tech and agriculture. You see, like in Kenya, the Kenyan government value much about agriculture. So agri-tech and agriculture has actually developed, not to standard, but it's actually still developing. And we have things like agronomy. They are actually developing in our country. So students should check on agri-tech and agriculture. That's one of them. Secondly, look at the healthcare sector. You see, with the rising population and invention of different diseases that people never knew in the past, there's need for much understanding about diseases and also about how we can get vaccines and other medicines that are curative. So in the healthcare sectors, there are a lot that is emerging right now. Let's look at our technology right now. Technology is also emerging. And the new technology, if you look at those developed countries, you'll see how their technology system is actually developed more than most countries. So most of the things that will lead to us knowing much about technology, things like that. Then again, other things about data, data analysis, things like that. It's also emerging. It will lead a student to do things like cyber security, things like that. That's why you get that most people who have done their courses with the technology in it, or IT, information technology in it, you will get that most of them have got markets in those courses. Them courses will be very marketable because the world nowadays is going technical, and we need this information technology for them to help them in doing different things that are emerging in our countries.
We're talking about technology. You know, most of the people do take advantage of the IT knowledge.
Yes.
To now start, how can I say, to now start committing cyberbullying crimes.
Yes.
So what can you say about that?
Okay, you see, even if you are smart and you have lots of knowledge about the IT, you see, they say that always days for a thief is always 40. And your 40th day can be just that day that you've started committing the cyber crime. You see, the government is actually having a lot of people in that sector who are learned before you and also have much skills more than you. If you are a student, they are planning to do cyber crime or cyberbullying crimes so that you can get money or maybe help you retrieve some of the information from the people that you acquire them illegally. The government will be there for you, and just imagine you being arrested at an early age before you get your way forward. It is actually very unfortunate to you and the parents and guardians who actually have raised you up. So stop doing things illegally because your friend or maybe your peer or maybe someone somewhere has lied to you that it is paying. There's nothing that is paying that's illegally. One day, one time, your effort will go to waste, and the law will catch up with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you know, at this moment, there are some students outside there. They are eagerly waiting to join university. They are eagerly waiting to join colleges or any other institution.
Yes.
So what advice can you give to them, or what can you tell them?
First of all, congratulations to all the Form 4s who actually got the opportunity to get back to get their results. You see, it's not easy sitting for 4 years in a class, and then after your 4 years you get your result. It's not easy.
It's not easy,
Despite getting what grade, congratulations. To those people who have managed to get the grade to attend to get into the university, congratulations again. And just be focused. You have a long way to go. The way has just started. I will not be lying to you that things will be easy. There's nothing that is easy. The weapon and the weapons that you should be having for the war awaiting you up there should be more advanced than the weapons you had back then. And I know most of your teachers maybe were motivating you, telling you that study hard for now. Then if you go to the university, you will not study, my friend. You will study. You will study. Yeah.
You'll study.
Maybe your page, your novel said got 288 pages. You will get PDF of around 500 pages. I'm not discouraging you. I'm telling you the truth. What you should do, just make up your mind and be ready for what is awaiting you. And again, if you at all have qualified to do a certain course that you've researched well in it, my friend, stop discouragements from anyone. Find positive vibes so that you can help you to pursue those courses. Then find professions, maybe lecturers, teachers, or maybe those students who are already at the university who cannot mislead you, so that they can give you a clear know-how of how the university life is all about. The next thing that you should do, make sure you choose your peers well. At this moment is the point that you can actually mess up. You find yourself calling yourself as a parent back there at home, and if your parent is talking to you, feel like you're a very big person. My friend, you're very small like an ant. So make sure you are ready to listen to your parent and do what is awaiting you. For example, I'll give you an example. Just when you joined at the secondary level, when you were at Form 1, there were those people in Form 4, and they were calling you school barrow because you are very tiny and no information. You are there to be seen, not to be heard. The same way, if you come to the university, even if you're a grown-up, you will get there. There are some people who have been in university for around 6 or 5 years.
Yeah.
You don't know what they're doing there at the university. So you are not a grown-up yet. Make sure you're just humble. Listen to the parents. Listen to the guidance. And if you have anything good that you need you need clarification about, make sure you find the clear sources for you to find clarification. And again, your peers, make sure you look at the people you are associating with. Peers can mislead you or lead you to the right path. If you have wrong peers, then my friend, you'll find yourself committing crimes that you are never supposed to you are not supposed to commit. Sorry. Again, you see, if you do those crimes, the law will not be friendly to you. Even if you are below age, we have juvenile courts for you, and you'll go there, my friend. And if you try to defile any student that you are now 18 and above, my friend, defilement and rape cases, but they will take you somewhere that you never intended to go. So make sure you're just humble. Wait for your admission. Wait for COOP's application portal to be open. You apply, and then you wait for your journey to join the university.
Okay, Bwana Polycarp.
Yes.
Thank you for your time, and to all our viewers, thank you for taking your time in viewing this. So don't forget to share this video because it's educative. I believe that everybody has learned and everybody has at least picked something, even if you're not a student, but at least there's some knowledge that have been pumped into your head. So keep on following us, and let's meet next Monday. Don't forget to subscribe to Obola TV show. For here is where you get that knowledge, you get that hint of whatever you want to know. Bye bye.